Hello, students. Now, in today's session, we are going to study about the topic ovulation. So, as I told you in the last class, that as I gave you a brief description about ovulation in the last class, so today we are going to study the detail of ovulation. So, it is release of egg from ovary in fallopian tube. As we know that the ovaries, the fallopian tube, or we can say the oviduct, it is also known as the oviduct, it receives the mature sperms. So what happens, the ovaries the eggs, these eggs are released from the ovaries and they move towards the fallopian tube. This process is known as ovulation. Now, as you can see here, these are the eggs, right? These are the eggs which are, so this is the egg and here is the sperm. See, this is the egg and this is the egg and sperm. This egg and sperm are released into this fallopian tube. So now, so the fate of ovum. Now the fate of ovum, this is the ovum as you can see here. This is the ovum. So the fate of ovum has two major roles: to get fertilized, and second is menstruation. So these two main roles are there of ovum. So first, the fate of ovum to get fertilized. So what happens? There are sequence of events that take place during the process of fertilization. So this we can say fertilization means the role of ovum. The ovum has two main roles. First role is fertilization, and if it do not undergo fertilization process, then it will undergo the process of menstruation. So what happens? First event is the gamete formation, means the formation of egg, which is the female gamete, and sperm, which is the male gamete in males and females body. First of all, there is the formation of egg and sperm, which is the first step of fertilization, that is gamete formation. Then second step is ovulation. So as you can, not ovulation, copulation. Then copulation is mating of male with female. The male mates with the female, that is copulation. Then comes the fertilization. Fertilization is the fusion of sperm and egg to form zygote. The sperm fuses with the egg and it forms the first cell, which we term as zygote. This is the process of fertilization. Then comes implantation. Implantation is the fixing of zygote into uterine wall. As we know that the first cell is the zygote. So the zygote fixes in the uterine wall. This is known as implantation. As you can see here, the zygote is fixed. This is mother's blood. This way it gets fixed. Then comes the placenta formation. Placenta formation, it is the development of placenta. The temporary formed tissues. These are the temporary formed tissues that provide nutrition to growing embryo. This is known as the embryo. As I told you, what is the embryo? The parts that develop in the fetus. The parts that develop in the zygote we say is embryo, a large when they are developed in large cell. So this is known as the embryo. So the temporary tissues that are formed that provide nutrition to the growing embryo, that is known as placenta formation. There develops the placenta. Then next is gestation period. Gestation period is the period of development of zygote into fully grown offspring. So as you can see here, this is the this whole process is the gestation period. This is the first month. How does it looks, the zygote, that is, it is the first cell. So how the offspring looks, it's like this way. Then second month it develops a little off. Then third month, fourth, fifth, sixth, this way till 7th, 8th and 9 months. So by the 9th month the offspring develops. So this period is known as the gestation period, the period of the development of zygote. This is the zygote into fully grown offspring. Here the offspring is fully developed. The baby which is formed, we term it as offspring. So this is the gestation period. Then comes the parturition. It is the last step of fertilization, that is the parturition. To get fertilization, the parturition. What is parturition? It is expelling the fully grown baby from mother's womb. That is, removing the fully grown baby from mother's womb is known as parturition. As you can see, this this baby is removed through the vagina, right? So that is known as parturition, removing the baby from mother's womb. So this was the process of ovulation, and which we studied fertilization. So now I hope you are clear with this concept. So once again, this is just for your information, that how the baby is developed, how it is removed, how the baby is produced. You have to only learn the process of fertilization. That is the first step which is used in the process of fertilization is the fusion of sperm and an ovum or egg. And when the sperm come in contact with the egg, one of the sperm may fuse with the egg. First the fusion, there is fusion of sperm and egg. Then when the sperm come in contact with the egg, one of the sperm will fuse with the egg. Then such fusion of egg and sperm is called as fertilization. And during the fertilization, the nuclei of the sperm and the egg fuse to form a single nucleus. So during fertilization, the nuclei of the sperm and the egg, it fuses to form a single nucleus, and this results in the formation of zygote, or we can say fertilized egg. So this leads to the formation of zygote, and the zygote is the beginning of a new individual. It is the first cell. Then the process of fertilization that we know, it is the meeting of an egg cell from the mother and a sperm cell from the father, right? So the new individual will inherit some characteristics from mother and some of father. So this is known as the fertilization process. If it is asked in your exam, you have to write down like this way only. This was just for your information, that how a baby is developed and how it is delivered. Okay, so here we complete with the process of fertilization. In the next class we will move further with this chapter. I hope you are clear with today's concept. Thank you and have a great